selection is.
We are green at Kentucky.
Those two cars matched up pretty good. Good push. It's going to get out to the lead.
Jeb Burton in the 8th. Already going around. Starting the 3rd. Huge damage. And he's not the only one. Boy, this feels like Pocono all over again. Brandon Jones went around, opening corner at Pocono, and here he is, turn 2, lap 1 at Kentucky. And it was all when Jeb Burton went spinning from that 3rd starting position.
You know, the first thing that I saw, and I think you saw it too, Chad, is there's something coming off the left front of the 9 car of Gregson. I don't know if that was just dirt on the track. The track may have been dirty. It's always slick down there when you go off in the first corner. If you watch this 9.
Yeah, watch the left front.
Right up front. See, it's. And then he slid up right in it. Right in his tire track. So I don't know if something was leaking or I don't know. Something was weird with the 9 car and the smoke coming out of the left front. Until that stuff gets burned in, it gets some temperature, and it's very, very hard. But I tell you what, if you're Harrison Burton right now, I'm a little bit nervous following this 9 car into the corner. Must have just been dirt. I don't see the smoke anymore or dust or anything coming out of it. Till what I do see is this 10 car hanging. Man, look at the dirt.
Good run off the turn 2 right there.
Gregson has led every lap, and he is now led in 10 of the last 11 races. He did not make his way to the front last Saturday on the road course at Indianapolis. He's got company. Here's Austin Cindric.
Definitely already up in that traction compound. Cindric's got a really fast car, but that's where it gets difficult. As one line as a track can get without it, it can get one line with it as well. As you can see a prime example of that. How you get around them, Adams, you're going to have to do the old slide. You're going to have to go down there where there's no grip or less grip than there is with the traction compound. And do you chance it right now? That's a risky, risky move. Knew that was coming, didn't we, Chad?
Yeah, shoot. Crystal ball worked on that one.
I tell you what, that traction compound is such an advantage. It's going to be interesting if Austin Cindric can even hold the inside in 2nd place.
Chastain made it 3 wide, going inside of a net. He jumps up to 4th.
Can holding his own right there. Now he's got the guy in his mirror trying to make a pass. Speaking of making a pass, this is the slide job. Gonna have to drive it in there very, very hard. Slide up, maybe too hard. Got up way too far into that traction compound and gave it up. But that's what you're gonna have to do. A risky move right there is gonna be the only way to make a pass. And I think it's gonna happen in turn 3, just like you saw.
Here he is, Noah Gregson, maybe giving a break to his teammates so Jeb Burton doesn't lose another lap after that opening lap crash. Back to the line, opening stage goes to Noah Gregson, and that will be his 6th of the year, more than anybody else. Burton hangs on for 2nd. Cindric was 3rd. Chastain and Alfredo the top 5. We begin this 2nd stage with Chase Briscoe as the race leader going from the outside lane.
This is going to be interesting right here. See if the 9 car, very important, track positions, everything right now. You've got to hold that thing off in there. He's going to clear him. Power move right there.
So that same little trail of smoke on low tire pressure showed up right there through 1 and 2. I don't know if maybe they have a left front fender rub or something along those lines. There's a lot of ways that we can use those types of things for drivers, crew chiefs, and spotters to get more familiar with what's going on around the racetrack.
Allgaier jumps up to 6. 3 of those 4 cars from Junior Motorsports in the top 7. Nobody, though, in the same stratosphere as Noah Gregson, who has led 55 of 59 laps and is looking for his 2nd stage win of the night.
On a rail. I was looking at that again, going back to, I've said it 1,000 times with this traction compound, you can see it as you get into turn 3. You can almost see the sheen above it where you can't get in that yet. It's like it's really slick up there. I sure hope they get that burned in before we get it there Sunday.
Engine number 9 blowing the whistle loudly in Kentucky.
We just green.
We just got a call from Kurt Busch. He's not coming tomorrow night, Clint. Gregson leading. He won the first 2 stages. First time he's ever done that, and here we go again.
Look at that top groove come in for the restarts. And that tire's still smoking.
It is.
I told you.
It wasn't
saw that.
fluid though, Chad.
No.
We oversold that.
I've made a few incorrect calls here today. During the break, Adam, I don't know if you heard Clint, but he said, man, how can you mess up your strategy calls? Haven't you won like 7 championships? And I said, yeah, but I haven't won one Xfinity race.
Speaking of that, this 22 car is hounding this 9 car. These cars getting into lap traffic, it's going to be the opportunity.
Most laps Gragson has ever led in a race
Right
is
here.
83. That was at
Right
Miami.
here.
Oh, boy.
He's led 76 tonight, but he might lose the top spot here. Cindric going to the inside of the lap car of Mason Massey, and that helps Gragson stay out front. He's had 2 top 10s in the last 3 races, including, and we got a caution, I do believe. Brandon Brown into the wall, and there's the yellow. And that is such a big deal because he is battling to stay above the cut line to make the playoffs. He came in 6 points in front of Myatt Snyder.
Be interesting to see what happened here. I've been watching him on some of the in cars and stuff, and he had his hands full. He looked like he was fighting a loose race car. Justin got loose and got into it. And we talked about that in the break. Justin Haley, also another car that I've been watching, it looked to me like he'd been fighting a loose race car. Got loose underneath him and unfortunately ended their day.
45 laps to go in the race. Everybody's in their window. Everybody will come down and get some fuel, and they can make it to the end of the show.
Tell us all about it, Jamie.
And Austin Cindric said he needs to be freer. This track, now that the sun is completely down, is definitely gaining grip. They're telling him to be patient. We know how good your car is. Just be patient. The 9 car, Gragson, he has Chase Elliott's team going over the wall for him. He needs a 4-tire stop. The vibration is back. They didn't see any loose wheels on the last go-around. The 98, Chase Briscoe, needs to be better in 3. He's overdriving it. They're making a couple of adjustments, hopefully to help him out. A 4-tire stop, and the whole crew comes down pit lane.
Can you say
There you
strategy?
go. There you
2
go.
for Haley, 2 for Jeremy Clements. Both gained 10 positions. Gragson was the first off of those drivers that got 4 tires. A big restart when we come back.
Still tight behind you. Still in line with you. Just inside. Still in
Look at
line with you.
Allgaier. 3 and 4
Clear left
wide,
half.
that bright red car.
Man, Noah keeps getting past. Really fell back right there. Shows the importance of that traction compound. Whoa, Jimmy Clemens really had his hands full. Got into Harrison Burton, turned him around.
For the lead, fresher tires paying off, and let's face it, Cindric has been one of the fastest cars all night long, and for the first time, he's on the point driving around Justin Haley.
I think you get in that, it'd be like just like being on ice. Whoa!
And here's trouble.
There's 2 cars above it right there. Both
Chastain into the 0-2 of Moffitt. No caution yet. They're trying to save it, and there it is.
Wow.
They did an unbelievable job of hanging on to those cars, but eventually the contact and maybe some debris. NASCAR forced to throw a caution for a 6th time tonight.
11 spun the
Spun
tires.
the tires. Oh, by the way, don't do that either. I tell you what, but the 98, him spinning the tires put him on the bumper of the 98, and
Look
that
at
put him in a
that
big
go.
push. Look at that.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Clear up.
I thought he was in big
Pedal it.
trouble, and he
Oh,
jumps to the lead. For a half a lap anyway. Oh boy. 98 on attack. Contact there with the 11. Harrison Burton going to try to take advantage as Austin Cindric jumps to the lead again.
We have a caution on the track.
7th of the night. Oh, hate that. Just talked about Colby Howard, and he's obviously gotten into the wall. Tires look up. I wondered if that contact maybe had cut a tire, but that would have been
That'd be
on
on
the
the
left
other
side. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell by the damage. The left front fender's definitely got a lot of damage to it.
Let's go back and see if we can figure out what caused the issue for Howard here.
Oh, boy.
Saw that first hit live. That was actually the 2nd time they got together.
Ready. Green. You're the 22, 22.
got together. Too quick, jumbled up.
Oh,
That
boy.
spread out on the outside like there, jumbled the outside lineup. You don't want to see that, but actually stay door to door with him. Might get clear of him right here. This is big.
See, that's a...
Whew, he almost had him.
Briscoe tucks in line.
Noah Gragson made a huge move and got back into third.
Yes, he did. Side by side for fourth. That's Burton inside of Allgaier. So as you watch your favorite driver, you can do the math to figure out where they'll go off for 300 miles tomorrow night on FS1.
I like these inversions. I think they should. Oh, Harrison.
Can he hang on to it? He
No.
does not, and we're going to get our 8th caution, and that means another restart for Austin Cindric.
With another 2 great pushers, teammates, Noah and Justin behind him.
Oh, that's loose right there.
Well, I think he was thinking that the #1 was going to be up a little bit higher. It just wasn't. You know, Michael Annette turned in just like normal, and it just, those two come together too quick. It made Harrison have to pull on the wheel to try to stay off of him way too hard and got loose and got out from underneath of it. Here we go, folks. Who's going to be?
Do you crowd them down through 1 and 2?
Yes. Everything. All the above. Push, push, push. Both fingers are stacked up pretty good.
Oh, boy. Good pushes.
Down on your door, right rear, still there, clear. Outside.
22 got better right there.
There
He was
you
on.
go.
Oh! Both cars on the inside are very loose. Teammates got together with one another, but that's going to cost both of those Shady Motorsports cars big time.
Riley Herbst jumps up to 2nd. He's working on a career best. And here comes Ross Chastain to 3rd.
Yeah, big mishap for them. Both of those cars on the inside line got in there, got loose. Noah Gragson just got in the wall back there as well.
One more lap for Austin Cindric. Next flag will end it. He's won twice on a road course. Those victories coming last year, but he's never done it on an oval. This is going to be a big night for him.
Good for him. Stuck with his plan, right? Everybody was questioning.
Big crash. Caution is out, and Austin Cindric, for the first time in 2020, is a winner. He gets it done at Kentucky.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.